Hello and welcome to my very first devlog. I'm Casual Dev and I'm very excited to share my journey with you. Quick introduction to myself. I'm programming since 2016, so I'm already programming 8 years. I'm specialized in web development and now I want to make my very first game with Unity. I wanted to create an easy game where I can learn the basics and also have fun programming and playing. Also, I wanted to focus on smartphone games, so I thought a hyper casual game would be the best decision here. So I'm hyped up to announce that my very first game to be released will be called Gravity Dash. Gravity Dash will be a 2D game because I thought for a beginner like me, it will be easier to develop. The basic concept of Gravity Dash is you are a cube either on the left or right wall, you can dash between them and obstacles will come that you need to get past. I first started with the player movement. First I thought if I constantly move the player in one direction, it will stick to the wall. It worked, but the movement was not clean. Also I wanted to add jumping, but with this movement strategy, it did not work. So I did research and also used ChatGPT, and then I started using Gravity. With Gravity, my movement looks a lot cleaner. So I implemented in my game that you can hold down for 0.4 seconds to dash to the other wall or just tap to jump. The game will detect when the player touches the wall and prevent jumping or dashing while the player is in air. After I finished the movement script for now, I added a camera color which will change after a dash to make the game look more fancy right in the beginning. Then it was time to create my first enemy, or rather, obstacle. My goal is to create around 50 obstacles before the game is released. And because I'm a lazy guy, I just create 25, clone them and rotate them 180 degrees on the y-axis. For now, I already have 10 finished. That's enough for testing. I made a spawn and end zone where the obstacles travel between and finally get destroyed when they reach the end. First, I spawned an enemy every 2 seconds, but later I noticed that I have varying sizes and that would lead to obstacles overlapping. So I created a trigger zone that spawns a new object after the last left this zone. Then I added that the game gets faster the longer you play, just like in Subway Surfers. So it will not get boring. And that's when I noticed that I may need to change the player movement because the hold down timer to dash gets scaled with the time, which is good. But if it's too fast, you can't jump anymore because the dash is loaded within a short tap. But this is a problem I will fix later. For now, I need to implement more important things. Anyway, after that, I created a point counting system. So basically an UI that tracks how much objects you passed. It was important for me that the number was behind all objects. Don't ask me why, I just found it more visually appealing. The last thing I did yesterday night was very fun. I designed a coin and an emerald which will be collectible and used to buy skins. I'm very proud of how they turned out. The next steps for me are implementing the coins and emeralds, save and load the game to keep the progress, create an appealing UI, create a few skins, implementing items, and most important for me, using particles. Because I don't want the game to be only functional, but I want it to be fancy. Thank you for watching my very first devlog and hopefully see you in the next one.